Welcome back to BeanGaming, everybody. Gosh, it seems like it's been a long time. I think 5 days since I posted my last video. I was on vacation. I'm glad to be back, glad to get the videos going again. And interesting vacation to say the least. And even today I had some housework to do, and let's just say that part of the house ended up turning into a water park, and that wasn't good. So I can go on and on about that, but you don't want to hear that story. You want to see what's going on today. And I did have one of my subscribers post in the comments saying, hey, can you do a video comparing Cyclops to Azure Kuma? And no worries, we can do that. And we're getting ready for Kuma God to drop. We're getting ready for the summer event to drop. I know it's the end of the summer, but you know, it's, hey, better late than never, and we're all excited to see it come out. And so in the meantime, yeah, let's take a look at these two because they are very similar. And what I ended up doing was I took all their stats and I just put them on this Word document here, and that'll be the easiest way to compare the two. I don't know if you want to watch me play in game. It's just easier to do it this way. Now, you can see that on this Cyclops that I have, he does have lightning speed on him, but lightning speed just affects the attack speed right over here, this lightning bolt, but it doesn't affect the overall damage that it does, so we can kind of ignore the lightning bolt here and just take a look at the damage right over here. So, Cyclops, I believe, you know what, let's check real quick. I think we can, do we get him from the shop? It's been such a long time. We get Pandora from the shop, and we get Cyclops over here from the Playtime store. Is that correct? It is. So 1,750 Playtime store bucks, which isn't too bad if you think about it. And then the Azure Kuma, remember, you get that tower from the Kuma chest, and that does cost Robux. That's the only way you can get them if you wanted to do it that way. The other way is if you want to spend a little bit of gems or coins. I have come across some coins for Azure Kuma, but gems, you could probably, I think roughly, I've seen him for anywhere between 400 to, I think some people are doing 800. Azure Kuma is the 60% chance one, so a lot of people have it. If you looked at my inventory, I think I have 21, 22 of these guys alone. So, you know, they're plentiful. You can pretty much go on any server and find them. Okay, but let's take a look. We're going to compare the two because they do the similar things over here. And so from tier 1, first placement, they are going to be again, lightning speed doesn't affect what the damage is overall, but we are going to see 350 damage from Cyclops at 50 at a 50 unit range over here, where Azure Kuma, you can see, has 10 more range on him, but only 250 damage. When you upgrade to tier 2, now keep in mind that I didn't put the money amounts on here. We probably should go in game, or I probably should go back and find the money amounts, and I will post those. But over here you can see that on tier 2, which is the first upgrade, that Cyclops still wins. He's at 70 for damage, and Azure Kuma is only at 500, so that's 200 difference. That may make a difference in some games. But Azure has 10 more range, just like back over here. And it looks like the range is going to be pretty much similar all the way through. Azure is going to do 10 units more of range, where Cyclops is 10 units behind. But in damage-wise, Cyclops does 100 more over here, 200 more over here, and what is this, 250 more over here. And then when we're on tier 4, then you can see the range was at 5, it's 250 more over here, so it kind of stabilizes at 250, and then 4, 5, 650 difference right over here. So if you're looking for range, then maybe Azure is going to do it for you. If you're looking for overall damage, and Cyclops is going to do it for you. But I think what it's going to come down to for most people is how much do each of these cost. So why don't we hop in a game real quick, and then we can take a look. I'll probably skip around in the game, that way you can see what the placements are. But I mean, 10, a difference of 10 with the range isn't going to matter so much. So for me, I'm going to have to go with Cyclops over here is the overall winner. But again, we need the money amounts, so let's go ahead and hop in game and see how that's going to look. So stay tuned, and we'll be in the game in just a moment. We're going to try Nightmare Mode, that way we can move things along money-wise. When we click on Nightmare Mode over here, then you can see first tier is 6,000 each. Alright, we'll put a Cyclops here, we'll put an Azure right over here. So let's go ahead and pause. We're going to do tier 1 is 6,000. Let's see if I can type that in over here. I probably should have done this in Excel. Let's see. Let's just type it in. Let's just go to the top, drop down. Tier 1. No, let's do this. Let's go insert table. There we go. All right. So 6,000 for Cyclops. On the fly, Microsoft Word skills. And 6,000 for Azure. We can go to layout. We're going to insert row below. Tier 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, so there we go. 6,000 each. Now, you want to talk about what looks cool? Then it's definitely Azure Kuma. Like, Cyclops does what he needs to do, but look at his, I mean, just that like ninja stuff is really cool. So let's pause the video again right over here. Get that paused out of the way. And next tier is 13,000 versus oh, they are the exact same. All right. So 13,000 and then 13,000 over here. And keep in mind, I do have the Galactic Overlord skin on, and I have the pet boost. So Overlord skin does a 10% tower boost, and then the pets do a 25% damage boost. Alright, we're going to skip ahead to the video where I can upgrade both of them at the same time. Alright, we are at Tier 2 right now. And so Tier 2 to Tier 3 is 35,000, 35,000. The exact same. 35,000 here. Instead of just redoing this. Okay, I got fat fingers now. 35,000, let's copy it over, paste it in right over there. So far, they are the exact same. But if you were to ask me, I think Azure is cooler. I just like the look of him. I like the ninja part of it. Take a look right in front over here. Cyclops has always got to be the go-to, though. I mean, I'm sorry, it's just a better tower. But Azure seems to be attacking faster for some reason. Maybe it's just the motion of it. But either way, it still looks kind of cool. Alright, we're going to skip ahead to Tier 3. Sit tight. We've reached Wave 9, and we are on Tier 3 of both Cyclops and Azure Kuma. 90,000 to upgrade to Tier 4. 100,000, so we do have a difference now. 90,000 for Cyclops, 100,000 for Azure. Let's type that in. 90. And then 100. There we go. Alright, that looks good. And we're going to go a little bit longer to see what's going on at the next tier. So hang in there, jumping ahead in the video. We're on Wave 15, and we've reached the final destination. We've reached Tier 4, going on to Tier 5. And keep in mind, though, if you were to ask me, Cyclops and Azure, really good beginning towers, so early game towers. Mid game, there's some better towers along the way. And late game, definitely not, unless you have certain ranks on them. But overall, it's early to mid game is when you want to use these guys. So we're going 200,000 and then 225,000. 200,000 and then 225,000. So the first three tiers, they're the exact same. A $10,000 difference from Tier 3 to Tier 4, so not a big deal. And then a $25,000 difference between Tier 5s right over here. So overall, if you were to ask me which tower wins the Battle of the Towers, it's going to have to be Cyclops over here. Which one looks cooler? Definitely Azure looks cooler with the animation and the overall design of it, but you can't really go wrong with Cyclops. Okay, so beginning towers, that's definitely what they're used for. Early game towers, definitely what you want to use them for, but mid to late game, yeah, you want to start using Golden Dragon. You want to start using some of your higher end towers, because you can see they're kind of struggling. I know I am on nightmare mode, but at the same time, they're not going to get too much more increase in damage as we kind of go along here. I have Shadow Colossus in the back over here. I threw some Golden Might on him So he's a really good tower. I know I did a video on him and the World 5 towers in a previous video, so you can go check those out. But Cyclops, and I have lightning speed on him with all the boosts. He's at 7,000. And then Azure is going to get, well, there's going to be boosts on him, so maybe 6,000 right around there. But that's going to be 225. That's going to take a little bit of time. So let me know what you think. Which tower do you prefer in the beginning of games? If you can handle it with Azure, maybe you want to go with him. If you think Cyclops is the way to go, maybe you go with him. But what are your thoughts on him? And what ranks do you have on your towers on Cyclops? Any good ranks on Cyclops? Any good ranks on Azure? And are they helping you out? Then let me know. All right, I do appreciate everyone's support. We are at 600 and I think a little bit over 650 subscribers, and so that's really awesome. There we go. Teed them up, T5. There we go. And uh-oh, I'm gonna have to start upgrading right over here. There we go. That's helping out over here. Should we just finish this up? I think we're gonna die. We're gonna lose. It's not happening. Throwing a golden dragon right over here. Can golden dragon save the day? I don't think so. It's not gonna. Oh, we're at 10. Let's get another golden dragon in right over here. Let's get another golden dragon. Oh, this has become intense now. See, this is why you don't want to use these guys mid to late game. Not gonna work. Not gonna happen. And I do have golden might on my golden dragon over here. We are at 10. Castle health left over. I should probably start upgrading these guys too. And I need one more. There we go. Upgrade. Upgrade. We might be able to make it, folks. We might be able to pull it out. They didn't believe in us, but we believed in ourselves. Here we go. 40. Let's get to 70. Come on. There we go. We're at 70. Yeah, should we do Inferno? I absolutely love Inferno. He's not really in my loadout anymore. But look at this, right out of the gate. Force of Nature, 6,600. That's without the Mindo boost. But what a tower to have. Look at this. He covers the entire map. Can we get there? Let's throw another Inferno down. He is not having any of that. 200. He might save the day. Golden Dragon might have saved the day. We might as well finish up this map. Look, we're wave 24 already. If you want to stay tuned, go ahead and stay tuned and see if we can conquer this orc map over here. I think we're going to, now that I have my endgame towers out, and I haven't even dropped down Galactic Emperor yet. So speaking of which, I might as well throw this in this video. I know I've talked about people scamming before, but it's kind of getting out of hand, and at the same time, the marketplace is made not to trade towers, but to buy towers. So when you see or read or hear of people saying, hey, let's trade towers, I will give you Radiant and Galactic Emperor for, I don't know, what's the other one? For Hydra, or any combination therein of, just know that's not what the game was made for. I've seen it far too often, almost, I'd hate to say it, but maybe on a daily basis, where I'm seeing people getting quote-unquote scammed out of these deals here. And you, at this point, you technically can't say it's a scam anymore, because you should know already. At the same time, there are a lot of younger players playing, and so if you are someone who is taking advantage of that, just know that that's absolutely wrong. You shouldn't be doing that. I know the game has it where it is possible to do that stuff. That's how people are losing their towers and things like that. But honestly, that's just not right. And so I hope if that's you, or you're thinking about scamming someone out of their towers, I hope you rethink that, because it's just not really cool to do something like that. So keep that in mind. Some of the other things that I've seen recently are people saying, hey, I'm going to drop this really good tower, and then a whole group of players come by that one person's tower, and he'll say in 3, 2, 1, and then he drops like Caveman for like, I don't know, 500 gems or 500 coins or even more than that. And so people are spam clicking in order to get that tower because they want to be the first ones to get it. And unfortunately, it just, again, that's something where players are getting tricked. And so don't fall for that one. If they're selling it for that great of a deal, just don't worry about it. Go find it somewhere else, because for a lot of these towers, unless the ultra rare ones, you can find them in different servers. So don't fall for that. Something else that I've seen, and this haven't seen it so often, but it does pop up, where you read in the Discord server for World Defenders, people saying, hey, I got scammed out of Galactic Emperor, or I got scammed out of Radiant Kuma, or I got scammed out of my Hydra. Can you help me get it back? Well, I don't think the developers are going for that. So you're trying to scam, I think. That may have happened. You may have gotten scammed out of there, but not at the rate that I'm seeing it. And so don't try and scam the developers. It's just not going to happen. And they're really unsympathetic to you losing your towers at this stage of the game. So I wish there was a way where you could do tower trading. That would be way better. But otherwise, you just really have to be careful. There's no such thing as tower trading, so stop doing it. Just trade for whatever gems or coins or Robux that you want, and then if that person wants your other towers, then go ahead and do another trade for those towers using your gems, coins, or Robux. Don't say, hey, I'm going to do tower trading together. I'll give you this for 100, and then we'll switch it, and then No, it doesn't happen like that. So don't do it. Hopefully you got this public service announcement again. And of course, I just get 1 silver Spartan coin. Come on, you got to give me more than that. That's ridiculous. But anyway, just don't fall for that stuff. If you have any questions, feel free to join my Roblox group at BeanGaming. I'm more than happy to help you out with that stuff. And if you did like this video, please hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. We're gaining more people every day. I really appreciate your support. And turn on that notification bell. And I appreciate everyone's support. Again, I can't say it enough. Thank you so much. Those of you going back to school already, have fun going back to school. I go back to school in about 2 or 3 weeks, so not looking forward to that, looking forward to that, whatever. And hope everyone has a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Oh, speaking of next video, I might be doing a live version when Kuma God drops, so stay tuned for that one. I'll let you know in the subsequent videos when that's going to happen. But anyway, again, thank you for watching, and I will see everyone in the next video. Have a great day, and talk to you soon. Bye.